got really lucky and the bus has started running again. So we were able to catch a bus from a bus stop in between. And now we are at Duff Lake, as you can see.
There's a lot of protected wildlife species living in the Cradle Mountain National Reserve, or National Park, I think it is. Wombats, duck-billed platypus. Be prepared for all sorts of weather. If you're visiting in the summertime for the rest of the world, that would be like sort of like June, July. That is winter in Tasmania. So if you're planning to go to Tasmania over your European summer holidays or something like that, bear in mind it is winter in Tasmania, so you will need winter clothing. What an epic view this is! So up there in the background, I think that is Cradle Mountain itself. Oh, and here you can probably see Becky walking over. So we just got off the bus at the Dove Lake station at the top of Cradle Mountain, and check out the view that we're looking at here. This is absolutely mind-blowing.
What a view! You can also see there are different viewpoints up there. You might be able to see one there. And there was one there where you can take nice photos. So we got really lucky and the bus has started running again. So we were able to catch a bus from a bus stop in between. And now we are at Duff Lake, as you can see. We started the original hike that we wanted to do, which is the Duff Lake circuit, and I think that's the most famous hike you can do in this national park. Pretty easy, as you can see. It's not steep at all, very easy walk. We've seen lots of families doing it. You can also just do bits of it. You can basically just walk up to some viewpoints and then turn around, which according to the signs takes like 20 minutes. Or you can do the whole circuit, which is what we plan to do, and apparently it takes between 2 and 3 hours. And it's a 6-kilometer walk, not steep or anything. One thing we've already noticed is that the crowds are just at the viewpoint, so we've just passed one of the famous viewpoints and now we are literally by ourselves. As you can see, there's no one else here. I mean, it's winter, so it wasn't that busy anyway at the viewpoint, but there was maybe like 10 other people or something. But yeah, here you have a nice view as well, so check that out. That's the view at the moment, so not bad. It's not that you can just get nice views at the viewpoints, so definitely do the whole loop, because most people seem to just go to the viewpoint. And we've just found another viewpoint where there's no one else. Our turn the camera so you can see it. Look at that view, and we are right next to the water. Yeah, and it's an amazing view, Cradle Mountain, so great spot to take photos or videos. And as you can see, other than James, there's no one here. Beautiful. So our main tip if you plan to come here in winter is to not come too early in the morning, because that's what we've experienced now twice, that in the morning they don't run the buses actually because it's too frosty and the streets are frozen, and now it's about 12 midday and the buses are all running again because everything is obviously melted, whereas in the mornings it's all frozen over. And yeah, so the buses don't run, which is a bit frustrating if you want to go and see the Duff Lake, because it takes about 3 hours walking just to get to it, and then the hike around the lake is another 2 to 3 hours. So in winter, with limited daylight, there's actually not enough time in the day to do it all. So we've just made it to the halfway point of the hike, and look at these views. How insane is that? Cradle Mountain so close up, and the weather is just stunning.
Yeah.
On the other side you can see the lake. Completely in the back there, that's the start of the hike, where you have the visitor center at the Duff Lake, and the boardwalk also still very good maintained, and it's just amazing how they've built all of this without destroying the nature. It's just beautiful. It's definitely an easy walk as you're walking the whole time on boardwalk. Definitely no steep or sketchy bits. Can obviously be a bit slippery in winter when there are some small icy bits, but really not that much. Looks like there's another viewpoint, so we're gonna go and check that out. So this is a viewpoint. Look at that. So we've just decided that we are gonna go to Ronnie Creek as well, because the hike didn't actually take that long to do around Duff Lake. And Ronnie Creek is a place where apparently you can see the wombats the best. Okay, we are back in the car park now, and yeah, this has been another example of how great Australia keeps things, and the national park was just so well maintained. There's shuttle buses, there's clean public toilets, anything you could wish for. So we 100% recommend coming here. So beautiful, so well organized. That was our day in the Cradle Mountain National Park in Tasmania. Thanks so much for watching, and feel free to subscribe and like our video if you liked it.